And there are other spheres of possible conflicts. One is in cyberspace, the other is in outer space. Is there a threat of military confrontation in that two spheres?
Well, it depends on how you define cyber attacks. Because in cyber area, the biggest confusion is for you to differentiate cyber attack or cyber espionage. Yeah, nobody would claim that I'm doing.
It's very hard to define.
It's very hard to define it. But what is interesting is in 2013, Moscow and Washington actually have signed a kind of a bilateral agreement on not, for example, attacking each other's critical infrastructure. Maybe the day will come when China and the United States, as I have written in my latest opinion, maybe one day the United States and China would wish to exchange a list of sensitive infrastructure that should not be attacked.
Be off limits.
Yeah, at any time. That is maybe one day it will be like this. But in outer space, the question is always whether it goes into peaceful use of the outer space or militarization of outer space.
But the newest development from the U.S. side is Trump administration.
Yeah,
there
Space
was a
Force.
Space Force established.
Yes.
So that seems to suggest the direction that you're asking.
Well, certainly Trump has initiated a kind of militarization, if not a weaponization of outer space, because the American Secretary of Defense, Mr. Austin, has said that he will keep a laser-sharp focus on China. China is a pacing threat, while Russia is an immediate adversary. But the point is, on the outer space issue, most of the countries are on the side of China and Russia, who actually have tabled a joint draft first in 2008 and then renewed in 2014 of asking of no deployment of weapon whatsoever in outer space. Because in 1967, the first treaty on outer space is just called Outer Space Treaty, which prohibits weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapons, to be placed in orbit.
But that's 50 years ago, and a lot of things happened.
Yeah, but China's proposal and Russia's proposal is not any weapons to be deployed. And this is welcomed by the international community. But the United States in 2008 vetoed 4 UN resolutions on such matters. Let's talk about outer space. For decades, people are trying to make another treaty, as you have mentioned. But the problem is, it's very hard to define what is a weapon in outer space. For example, if a satellite...
So we need clarity.
Yeah. If a satellite get too close to your satellite, this satellite could become a weapon. And there are many other issues. But the point is, people have to, first of all, agree that everybody is vulnerable in outer space. Then we can have an agreement. Because the United States have even more assets in outer space, having more satellites.